Hello, my friends, and welcome to Words of Wisdom Wednesday. Can you believe how fast we go from Wednesday to Wednesday to Wednesday? It seems like just yesterday we were talking about the pandemic, the quarantine, the shutdown, and here we are talking about back to school 2 years later. So isn't it interesting, honestly, how fast time goes? People ask me all the time, actually, how is it possible physically in a day to go as many places as I do virtually? And I am Kathy Weaver, and I am part of the fan club for Delinda Lane and the Fun Fearless Female global community of Christian women. And I would like to share my secret with you today. When you get invited to an event, do you decide at the time, yes or no? Or do you put it on your calendar, on your phone, or even on paper, because you were invited to it and you have it on there? Okay, so please think about this for a minute. We make lists all the time, grocery lists, maybe to-do lists, whatever that looks like, clean the closet, get the tires rotated, whatever you do, there's a list. And usually that goes on your calendar. You have appointments, you have things like that that you have to do. You've got back to school shopping to get started. Can you believe we're already almost there? But whatever that looks like, we work from a schedule usually. So when I get invited to an event virtually, and certainly in person, but virtually mostly these days, I put it on my calendar, whether or not something else is already on there at the same time. What? Double booked? Let me tell you why. Sometimes the host of an event has to change the day and time of that event. So let's say, for example, you get invited to something on a Tuesday. So you put it on your calendar, 10 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday. You've already got another scheduled event and you usually go to that, but this one seems intriguing and maybe you could get more people involved in either of the events by doing that. So now you've got two things to do on Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. As the time and day gets closer, one of those events could be changed. And if that happens, boom, now you've got an opening. In other words, how would you like to not ever have a cancellation? And then you go, oh my gosh, I have 55 minutes, an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes open with nothing on my schedule. And then you have to, quote, go looking for things. Now, back in the day when we were meeting in person all the time, I cannot tell you how many messenger, text, LinkedIn messages, I cannot tell you how many of those I got that said, my da-da-da got canceled today. What's going on in Kansas City? I want to go networking. I had several events on my calendar. Even back then I was doing this, several events on my calendar, and I had a pretty good idea which one I was going to actually attend. But now you see, I have an opportunity to share with other people the different choices that I have found within my network that might be a good fit for them. And sometimes I said, well, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And then some of them would say, which one are you going to? And of course I would let them know, because by that point I probably knew. But sometimes I would say, I have no idea which one yet. As the day gets closer is when I'll make my decision. But these three choices might be great for you to research and see which is a good fit for you. So anyway, I just wanted to talk today about lists and schedules and all the things that we do with all the supposed chaos in our lives and how we decide which event to go to. So as the day and time gets closer and I look at my two choices, that's when I make my decision. Sometimes you have an opportunity to look at the guest list to see who else is going to attend, and that might determine your answer. Sometimes it's just a matter of, well, I went to this one last week, so I'll go to this one this week. So it's not a matter actually of spreading myself too thin, actually, because I don't feel that's not a good fit for me. I have to make sure that wherever I go, it's 100% me. So I wouldn't probably want to do the spread yourself too thin thing. But I literally book, like put down on the calendar, anything I get invited to so I can make my decision as it gets closer. So please consider, if you have time in your day for networking, whether in person or virtual, and you get invited to this, I'm already booked, this, I'm already booked, this, I'm already booked. Instead of saying that, add it to your calendar and say, I'm sorry, I can't give you an answer right now. As the day and time gets closer, I'll be able to RSVP. It's not the best answer from a standpoint of whoever is hosting the event. They want to know how many people are coming. But from a standpoint of your schedule, what happens, who else is going to be there, and what if the host changes the day and time of the event? You canceled or gave up those other opportunities. So now you basically have 15 minutes, 55 minutes, whatever that looks like, available. And you could have been able to book another appointment with someone that you've been waiting to visit with. So anyway, I just wanted to talk today about lists and schedules and agendas. And as we are getting closer and closer to the back to school piece for the kiddos, schedules, OMG, are becoming a lot more precious. So now this person needs this, and this person needs that, and this person needs this. The kids are involved in 90 million gazillion different things. So it is a matter of making sure that everything is timed, scheduled, put on that agenda, and possibly put on that calendar. So I'm Kathy Weaver. I love having Words of Wisdom Wednesday with you. If you have a system that works, an online calendar that is your go-to every time, or if you're one of those folks that still uses paper, please, please, please share that with all of us in the Fun Fearless Female global community of Christian women comment section right here underneath this video. We all learn from each other, and some people have super duper systems that have worked very well, or a system they've just started that they absolutely love. So please share in the comment section of this video, and then we can actually learn from each other and find out what works best for you. I will see you next week on Words of Wisdom Wednesday, if not before, in several of our online networking events here in this community. Thanks so much, and bye for now.